This module has presented a number of different audio resources, implementation techniques, and tools that you can use to record a basic podcast. If you took the IDT 200 course, there were some tools that were also introduced in that course as well. I wanted to go through and just kind of give you some simple techniques when it comes to audio editing and the ability to create a audio recording with some of the software programs that are prescribed in this module. What you're looking at on the screen is a basic microphone that I use. It's a headset microphone, can be as little as $10, $15. Use Amazon, any other discount online program that's there. This is an interface of a program called Adobe Audition, and this is a little bit different than the ones I prescribed in the course, but the editing aspects are the same throughout each one of these. So the first thing that you're going to do is you want to make sure that your microphone is input correctly into your audio recorder. So you can do that. Usually the system will tell you, or you'll look for the input aspect depending on which program you're using here. Audition's nice because it does auto prompt you. So as soon as I hit record, it's going to prompt me. So if I'm going to go at audio hardware, it notices here what the default input is, and that's a microphone that I usually do a lot of the video introductions with that you see in the courses that you've been taking in this program. I'm going to use the microphone headset that I had checked earlier, saying that it's working properly, and I'm going to go ahead and start my audio. So a couple things I want to draw your attention to here. These are the levels from a digital. This is your left and this is your right channel. So a 2-channel audio program is a stereo program. If you're doing a mono, that means you have 1 channel of audio. And your digital equalizer is down here. Notice you don't want to be hitting anything that's in the red. That means it's going to be overmodulated, and it's going to have a real hard sound, almost a crisp sound that will be really hard to understand. It'll almost be like a crackling that's here. So you'll go ahead and do a little bit of recording, and you can stop whenever you're ready to. I'm going to go ahead and hit the stop button. Now, I want to show you a couple things of how you can edit audio and just how simple it really is. So let's say there's a chunk of audio that's here that I want to remove. All I simply would do is I could highlight it by dragging my cursor. I can delete it. There's other things that you can do if you have some ums, ahs, ums, as you've heard me talk about in my recordings that I typically don't edit out as much. You can go in and you have a silence feature that's here. All I did was, again, you always want to highlight the audio that you're working with. And you can delete from there. You can do a silence. You can do all kinds of different things. You can actually even take different audio sources and copy and paste them into this file format that's here, as long as they're an MP3 or WAV file. Those are going to be the 2 most likely suggested audio types that are here. So editing in these programs is really easy to do. If your levels you think are too low, they may sound good with the headset, and you want to boost them up a little bit, you always want to go with what's the decibel here. So I recommend doing this in moderate increments. So if I want to take this up 5, I'll go ahead and raise it up. You can see here, I've raised my level here. Here's the original audio file recording. Here's the one that I've added here. Again, the key to this, highlight it and then do your edits. You can either copy, you can paste, you can delete. Real simple things. You can do a silence marker, you can cut out some ahs, and whatever. As you play with it a little bit more, you'll become more of a perfectionist in your audio. Now, how you export this in making it a podcast is what's the key to this. So you're going to want to go ahead and highlight it all. And again, a lot of these programs work the same as a Microsoft Office product, so Control A, I went ahead and did all that. So from here, you can go up to File, Save Selection As. It'll export for you if you want, or you can simply just export, right-click on it, and you'll say Save Selection As. Demo, I have my audio available as an MP3. Depending on the program you use, you're going to have all kinds of different audio sources that are here. If you want to work universally in making the most acceptable audio for different systems or other computers to be able to open, you're going to want to use the MP3 or the WAV. It's these bottom 2 that are right here. So those are going to be the easiest ones and most recognized files that any system will be able to take, and they'll be available for any playback essentially across any different operating system or any other type of computer or LMS or learning system as well. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Just a real brief introduction on how to do some audio editing. Keep in mind that each interface is going to be a little bit different, but the key concepts you want to take away from this: mic input, making sure you have a good microphone, dragging across, highlighting the area that you want. You can boost the levels of it. You can delete from there. You can copy, paste, remove. You can reorder your stuff. So again, just some real simple things here. Creating a podcast really is pretty easy. So as long as you have a little bit of technology with you, you've got a decent computer that runs it. There's a lot of free audio editors that are out there. They're presented in this module. So doing stuff like this is really pretty easy. Hope you enjoy it, guys. Look forward to your work that I see this week and what you find in the resources. Thanks.